Cowboys win because Cowboys lose because. From the 5-8-5. Cowboys win because they are clearly the better team and the Titans are missing several key players. Cowboys lose because they are the Cowboys.
Okay, that's soft. It's very easy to run with, I guess.
And from another 806, way to dump on my text, Reggie. I hate you.
No, I'm not going to dump on their text. Man.
I don't think they really meant that. And by the way, I think it's going to make it onto the board. I'm going to say Cowboys win because they have found a way to make turnovers carry, right? So they led the league with takeaways last year with 34. This year, they lead the league again with 30. How long do you think it's been since a team led the league in turnovers back-to-back years?
I'm going to say maybe the Ravens of back in the day.
It's been 48 years.
So if not 40, not the Ravens.
The Ravens.
The Cowboys?
It was not. That would have been amazing. It was unfortunately the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it was 72, 73. 72, 73, and 74. So, for the team that ended up being the team of that decade, which is gross.
I'm a huge Steelers fan.
I knew that was going to haunt me right there. But it's been 48 years since a team did that. Cowboys win because they have found a way to translate the turnovers over this year, and they harass Dobbs all day long.
Yeah, I think
and I know y'all did a segment about finding the pass rush again.
Yeah, I think that's one of the main keys. I think Cowboys win today because when the ball goes up in the air, it's one of those what was it the replacements when he said Clifford Franklin's the only one, not the only one going up for it.
He's the only one coming down with it.
The only one coming down with it.
Yeah.
And Diggs, Bland, Wilson, Curse, I think those guys are hawking tonight. And they're like, hey, look, we know we're going to get pressure. So what happens whenever there is pressure applied? Maybe it doesn't always turn into a sack. You don't want, you want sacks, ultimately.
Yes.
You want that to happen. That ends the play. It's a loss. It is a complete loss for the quarterback. It is a complete loss for the opponent's offense. But if it doesn't, whenever you got a guy like Dobbs behind there, the ball's up in the air. And that means that's plus Cowboys right there. That is advantage Cowboys because they have a cornerback that is a receiver. They have Deron Bland, who the ball just magically finds him. And whenever those safeties are hunting too, that's when. So the Cowboys win tonight, not because of what you said,
sure,
but because the interceptions. It's going to be a pick party tonight.
Okay, help everybody out real quick if they haven't been following along in the fan cam or on the Twitch. Somebody asked, what if we added Diggs or defensive interception? We do have that. Will you run down the current bingo card? And then we mean to make sure we tweet this out if we have it. I guess
I will. I've already tweeted out the early version of it. I will tweet out the final version at In the Majors on Twitter. I can also throw it up on at KNC1053 if you want to follow there. First up, the triple reverse, because we know Kellen Moore likes to do that.
God, he does.
The 60-yard
Doesn't
punt.
have to be a successful triple reverse.
Does this have to be a Cowboys 60-yard punt?
Nope.
Or it can be a Tennessee 60-yard punt?
Unless otherwise specified.
Or it could be a 60-yard punt and a 60-yard kick.
No,
which turns
no,
into a 60,
no.
Okay. If you combine them, Bland interception.
You mean the player, not just a blasé catch. And you're like,
which we tried to come up with a nickname for him yesterday, Reggie, and we still haven't found the right nickname for Deron Bland. But there are lots of options out there.
The Great Blandino or Blandito. We've had people say things like that.
Yeah, but remember Dean Blandino? I never want to give Blandino a great before. So that's
a good point.
2+ fourth down conversions by the Cowboys.
I think that one we said for the team, right?
For the whole team. Safety, special teams block, Kevontae Turpin kick return, a tank sack, McCarthy clock mismanagement, 40+ yard catch by anybody, Lamb for plus 100 yards, non-Dak passing touchdown, 5 penalties or less, a Dak 3+ touchdowns on the night, a Diggs interception, a defensive touchdown, Parsons 2 sacks, Maher, 50+ yard field goal. Challenge flag appears. Zeke, 2+ total touchdowns. Davis rushes for a touchdown. Donovan Wilson sack. And the crossbar or goalpost is hit. So they got
we have a doink on there?
We got a doink.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we got a doink and a donk.
Now, I don't know if in the future... I don't know if in the future we'll need to make this easier at all, but I'm going to tell you right now, this sounds like the greatest game of football all time. Now, I know you're not going to
all of them happen.
I know you're not going to black out the bingo card or anything like that, but
that'd be awesome.
That sounds like the most amazing Somebody said, what about a special teams fake?
I like come catch these Blands. I think that's a really good nickname, but that's a bit of a mouthful.
Rubber Bland?
The Rubber Bland man.
Yeah, I don't hate that. But yeah.
What about an onside kick? Like any reason for an onside kick to happen. That's tough to.
Can we combo onside kick with fake? Would just say fake kick. So it could be a fake punt or an onside kick.
All right, we will say fake punt / onside kick.
Okay. From the 214. Oh, no. I've got that blackout happening tonight. Now, I don't know if they mean for the bingo card in celebration of the Cowboys victory.
I think they're just talking about drinking.
Yeah, they might not be going to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or they might be going to work tomorrow.
Was that text from you, Corey?
No, it's not.
Are you blacking out tonight?
Not tonight. I have responsibility.
Oh, no. What responsibility? Oh, the family's coming back. That's right.
Well, and also band practice.
Man, did you? Okay, look, you better say the family's coming back ahead of your band practice. But I did like how Reggie just was like, what responsibilities? He's like, you got nothing to do. All right. Cowboys lose because. I've thought a lot about this, and I said earlier in the show I was going to say Cowboys lose because it would be the most Cowboys thing to do, but instead I'm going to say the element of surprise with Josh Dobbs somehow, some way causes the Cowboys headaches all day long.
We didn't know how to plan for him.
Because nobody in the history of the NFL has ever seen him start a game, and so I get that. Now, Tony Pollard being out makes sense as well, but I'm going to go with Dobbs starting at quarterback throws them off because they're like, who the hell is this guy? I don't know what he can do.
Cowboys lose because
I know this one is significantly tougher.
This is very tough when your opponent is like, hey, we give before you even show up.
Yeah. Especially in the spread's 13.5 as a road team.
All right, Cowboys lose because last night, somebody broke into the hotel, all right?
Okay.
And then pulled all the sprinkler systems, and the Cowboys were awake all night long. While that was going on, all playbooks were stolen, okay? And then there was no breakfast at the hotel this morning.
So they had to order pizzas, but the pizzas came, and they were a little funny.
Oh.
So Cowboys would actually, I still think Cowboys win if that happens.
That's a good
Okay.
point.
That's a wild situation. I think Cowboys lose because, if they lose, which I don't expect to happen, it's just because they simply weren't mentally prepared. They walked into it going cakewalk, and they thought that, the guys who are on professional football teams but aren't starters, we're just going to roll the ball out there and roll over and show their stomachs. That's what they thought was going to happen.
I appreciate the lengths people are going to try to figure this out. They go,
tough.
What's the weather like tonight? Unfortunately, game time conditions, well, fortunately, probably 53 with maybe some clouds.
Oh, that's perfect.
So it looks like it's going to be like if you were hoping for some sort of torrential rain to kind of give you your answer or snowstorm or anything like that. It does not appear as any of that is going to be the case as the point spread does sit at 13.5. From the 6-8-2, Cowboys win because Bland returns 3 picks for touchdowns. Wow, that would be awesome. And Cowboys
3 picks for touchdowns?
Yeah, Cowboys.
Hold on. Let me ask you this because we discussed this yesterday. If he does that tonight, does he instantly go to the top of the list for Defensive Rookie of the Year? Because right now, Sauce is there.
Yes.
And Tariq Woolen's there, too.
Yeah, Sauce has been really, really good.
But
don't forget Aiden Hutchinson.
Anybody have 3 interceptions for a touchdown in one game?
I mean, and also that would put him at, 7 picks for the season and 3 pick sixes? Yeah, sorry, Sauce. We can throw those next-level gen stats on there. And I'm going to go ahead and give it to Deron Bland. And then this one, the Titans lose because they launch a new cheat scheme called Stargate. And then from the 9-7-2, this one's sad. Cowboys lose because Pele died.
Oh, dude.
This seems far more viable.
That really brought me down.
From the 6-8-2, Cowboys lose because they missed their Southwest flight. Or maybe because it got topical.
Dude, you know what? I was supposed to be flying back Monday from
really?
Southwest, and then we had to cancel it because the pipes froze down there. So maybe it was fortunate that I might not have made it. I might not have made it to the show on Tuesday.
So it wasn't a scheduling system.
And it would have been
error.
the Reggie Atatula show.
Yeah, look.
Which I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, I would listen to that. I think potentially you'll get to hear some of that tomorrow. And from the 6-8-2, Cowboys win just because they're better. And from the 8-1-7, come on. Y'all are clever, though. Cowboys lose because they're not used to playing without the sun in their eyes. Boy, I mean, that.
Oh, Kevin, do you support my run to try and become the solar coordinator for the Cowboys?
Yeah, so basically Jerry Jones, in his interview with Sean and RJ, legitimately out loud said, there are 32 coaches down on that football field. Somebody should know where the damn sun is. That's summarizing it, but he basically said there are coaches. They need to know where the sun is. And Reggie has said, I will look for the sun and also tell you not to where to run plays.
See, I think they need to hire you, Reggie, because I would also think that would lead to no more clock mismanagement. But yet here we are. So if they can't figure out the clock, surely we're not figuring out the sun. Yes, I will absolutely you as the solar coordinator.
Wonderful.
For the Cowboys.